What's up, world? This is WeNeeda5th. This your man Mo. Got my man P in the building.
Uh,
Got my man Hill on the line.
Yo, what's up, yo?
Hey, fellas. You know I'm not checking it, so I gotta come to you guys to see what's happening. I heard NFL Week One kind of crazy, or was it just chalk? Like, were the teams that were supposed to win won, or am I bugging? What's going on? Phil, talk to me. I know you still watching the league, man.
Yeah,
You
no,
protected the shield.
listen, as lame as this going to sound, I don't eat pork, but I love me some pigskin. I'm gonna lie to you, but let's kick it off with the Thursday night game. Mr. Football himself, the GOAT. I mean, Tom Brady. I saw you flinch. I saw you flinching. You don't think so?
Oh, I thought the GOAT was Patrick Mahomes. I thought Patrick Mahomes was already crowned like 2 or 3 years ago. It's the GOAT now.
Yeah, no. You said you didn't know football. Follow up by saying something like that. So fully agree. So I finish and say that Tom Brady had faced Dallas Cowboys in Dallas Stadium, and it was a total disaster. I go from a Dallas standpoint first since they were home. Dak Prescott, as everyone knows, he ended up injuring his hand, but prior to that, Dak played horrible. The only shining light on Dallas was Micah Parsons, which we talked about a few shows way back when he was in college, at how great he would be, and he was terrific. I mean, nose down, he was rushing Tom. I think he sacked Tom twice. They end up having to chip him, which he'll have to get used to as he gets more games under his belt. But there was nothing. I mean, CeeDee Lamb has to step up. He was targeted 14 times. I think he caught 2 balls. His hands just need help. No makeup for Amari Cooper leaving. And Dallas just looks like any other Dallas fan would tell you that their season probably is over now, because Dak will be back probably within 8 weeks. So good luck with Cooper Rush. From a Tampa Bay standpoint, Tom was pedestrian Tom. Couple steps up in the pocket. He felt a little uncomfortable because of Micah Parsons, but the defense and Leonard Fournette. I mean, Fournette rushed for, I think it was 14 times for over 140 some odd yards. I haven't seen Leonard Fournette like that.
So I think the only info people want to know from this game is, did Giselle show up to the game? Was she there?
Giselle sent out a tweet prior to the game saying that she was happy that her husband was back. And go TB12.
Okay. Still a happy family so far.
Absolutely. That's what he does. The defense end up sacking Dak excuse me, quite a few times. And that was that. 19-3 at home. Jerry Jones is sent to lament. They're looking now how they're going to recover. And excuse me, Dallas is going to be Dallas.
Phil, you're talking to me a whole bunch about Dallas and Tampa Bay, but I know one of your favorite teams played last week. What happened to them?
Are you talking about?
Saw the ESPN. I saw the ESPN highlights, or lack thereof, from a certain football team. Can we talk about Mr. Lance?
Yeah, Trey Lance went to go visit Mr. Fields over there in Soldier Field, and the conditions were horrible. Turf was disgusting. He played in torrential downpour, and he threw a late interception. The growing pains that comes with it, but I think he'll be fine. You're hearing whispers now. Will they ever go back to Garoppolo? No way. It'll be a disaster if they go back to him. And for me, I wouldn't think about it. I would tell you, I would have traded Garoppolo last year when they thought he was doing really, really good. So, yeah, it's just Trey Lance's team, and they stick with him. And it was just that. It was a growing pain. So he'll be fine. Anything else? Patrick Mahomes, he's the only one at this point is 2-0. So it's not the Tyreek Hill factor. I mean, he's thrown to multiple receivers, Watson, of course, Kelsey. Vander Scanlon. He's just spreading it around. 5 touchdowns his first game. And then Thursday night to follow it up versus a hefty Chargers team. He rallied them back to win that game at home. So he's in local teams to get it out the way. The Giants pulled one out. Saquon Barkley looked wonderful. 15 for about 164. And
how did Danny Dimes look? Or is that his name anymore?
Dimes got sacked a few times. Brian Dabo, his offense started clicking late, but Dimes is going to be Dimes. He's a below average quarterback, and Saquon is that team. So just a healthy Saquon was something good for me, being a local guy watching teams. I'm neither a fan of the Jets or the Giants, but the Giants defense looked a little bit better than last year. So it should be fun to have a test. They have the Browns here at home for their first home game. I know the Jets, they were home versus Baltimore, and Lamar Jackson was gambled on himself. Sliced up, lack of a better term, the Jets. They look terrible. Flacco looked old. Offensive line looked bad. And the running game is going to be running for their lives because Flacco cannot survive back there in the pocket. So it'll be wait until Zach Wilson gets on board and hopefully healthy at the Jets. Hopefully we'll recover from the season. But I don't have the Jets going anything more than 5-12. So you sprinkle out the 5 wins if they can get them, then that's the local scene. And for the Giants, I think they'll go somewhere in the rounds of 7-10.
Any games you guys are looking at this weekend?
9 Seahawks, of course. How does he recover? That's one standout game for me.
Pete?
At this point, I'm in the fantasy football league. Cup was amazing. It really worked out for me, but it was canceled out and then some. Because my starting quarterback was Dak Prescott.
Ooh.
Enough said. Enough said.
Yeah. And we were screaming MVP type season this year for him.
Wow.
Injuries happen. It's part of the game.
Okay, we're going to move on from that. We're going to act like we didn't even hear that. Whoa. In tennis news, Roger Federer just announced his retirement. I think he's going to play one more tournament locally in Europe. But after that, he's going to retire.
Right.
Calling it a career. Any thoughts on Roger Federer, who retires with the third most Grand Slams or major tournament championships with 20? I believe Nadal and Joker are ahead of him. Of course, Serena Williams is ahead of all 3 of them. But he kind of set a different standard for tennis, right? Am I wrong in saying that? He'll go down as one of the greats?
Yeah, he was Jordan. That right?
Yeah, without question, one of the greatest to ever do it. I don't think anyone. I mean, I don't pretend to be, this connoisseur of male tennis, but even I know, he's definitely one of the greatest to ever do it.
I mean, Nadal, like I said, Nadal dominated the clay scene. Any other tennis, court that you were on outside of, like I said, outside of clay, it was Federer. That's all I know. I mean, it's safe to say he has a good chance, him and Serena, of being Hall of Famers. No, he dominated though, big time. He was, all you saw was Federer.
Yep, absolutely.
So hats off, wonderful career. And for me, he replaced who the
Fords, the McEnroes of say that again?
The Lendos.
Okay. Wow. Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, he was that great. He really was. that dominance as well. So hats off to a great career.
Hey guys, if you're listening, hit us up on social media. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and wherever you catch your podcast. Also, you can email us directly at WeNeeda5th@gmail.com.